I will just be brief because Barnett, I know, would like to address you. So thank you so very much for this honor. We are humbled when you look at the past honorees and tonight with Mick and with John. And I'm so impressed with these wonderful young people and this Michaela who's on stage with us. The work that has been done by you, the 1,000 volunteers, it's incredible, and I applaud you and the work that you're doing for Junior Achievement. It's just incredible and makes such a difference. Anyway, thank you, and we have lots of continued work to do because we care deeply about this community that has been so good to us. So we will keep working as long as we can, so thank you.
Like Mike Haverty said, you know, when you look at the list, and of course I have to especially mention Ewing Kaufman, as you know, he was one of my mentors, and I was pretty awed with this list. And frankly, I was really flattered till I found out that Mike Haverty was going to be honored. But, you know, that's okay. It's almost perfect, Mike. Anyway. You know, I have a little bit of an uncontrollable sense of humor. So anyway, you know, this is wonderful. I wake up many mornings and I think, why me? You know, why am I in this country? Why am I in this city? Why are we so lucky? Why aren't we starving somewhere, maybe with AIDS and so many sad things going on? So, you know, we're so fortunate in this city, and frankly, you know, I do always say that I'm not generous. Tim said we were generous. I don't agree. I feel it's selfishness because we get so much more. And I know you volunteers, 1,000, that's a staggering number of volunteers. And of course, I love what you're doing. As you know, we're working with entrepreneurs. So I think you're working with the future entrepreneurs. So obviously we love what you're doing. It's terribly important. And as you know, also, business has gotten a black eye. And these folks are learning that that's not all business. One of my favorite Bartlett's quotations, all generalizations are wrong, including this one. So, you know, they find out that it pays to be honest. And no matter how, if you want a long-run business, that's what we teach at Rockhurst. And as you know, I've had a lot of fun at Rockhurst. I want to really thank the people from Rockhurst here, University Academy, the hemp organization, and all of you. I do have to correct one thing Mike Haverty said. Sorry, Mike. But behind every successful man is a surprised woman. That's the correct wording, Mike. Anyway, sorry to, disagree. But anyway, it's pretty staggering to be up here and to have this honor. It's much more staggering to me to have so many wonderful people you love. And as you know, the greatest part of doing these things and getting out here in the community is the people you meet. And that's the fun of it. So it's just great. It's so nice to see so many old friends, new friends. And Mike quoted a couple of very valuable things, so I'd like to quote our dad. But first, I do want to thank my brother as well as my wife. They both have backed me totally, and I won't tell you what they say behind my back and in front of me. So, you don't have to be that smart to be successful. A little common sense, a couple of basic rules. Don't agree, Charlie. And, really, it was very simple. I think we make it way too complicated. Anyway, I want to quote my dad on a couple of things, just share them with you. One was, it's the first chapter of my book. If you don't own one, please go out and buy one. It's my only visible source of income now, so really would appreciate it. But first chapter is about controllables, and my dad taught us that you don't talk about the things you can't control. Depressions, recessions, 10-inch snowstorms, you use your entire brain power and time to talk about what you control. And we would almost get kicked out of the house if we'd say, well, everybody's at the ball game, or it's a holiday, or everybody, that didn't go. And it was very clear. And so that's the first chapter of that book you're going to buy tomorrow. The other thing he told us, and I think it really applies to these times, and you have to figure it out. And here's what you have to figure out. Something that seems bad comes along. And he always said, you were kicked upstairs. Well, how was I kicked upstairs? I got diabetes. Is that kicked upstairs? Yeah, I always say, thank God I have diabetes. I got to work out and I can't weigh 500 pounds. You've got to figure out why. And in these times, you're going to see more entrepreneurial new businesses started, and that's historically true. In this country, you're going to see so many startups, and you're going to see successes that would never have happened without tough times. Would I have wished for them? No, because a lot of people are being hurt. But we got to look at the positive side. And that's also where junior achievement comes in. So I can't thank you enough for what you're doing. I think it's terribly important because what you're doing has geometric progression. It's not just the young people that you're teaching about business. It's the people they're teaching, and they're telling about it. So you cannot measure. It really has no end what you're doing. So I salute junior achievement. I salute you volunteers, and I salute the young people who are making all these accomplishments. Thank you.